So here is a quick tutorial on how you can create sequence diagram like this using Plantuml. All right. For that, we will go to plantuml.com. Okay, and go to online server. And here we'll create a sequence diagram. All right. So our final image would be this final state, and I have already got all the statements needed to create the sequence diagram. However, I will also build this from scratch in this Plantuml site. Right. So if you look in the image, you see there is something called a resource owner, then there is client, and then there is Node.js authorization server and Node.js resource server. So this is one of the sequence diagram I'm using in one of my videos, and I found out that Plantuml provides a simple mechanism to make such sequence diagram. So we need not try to understand what is this. This is actually a sequence diagram for OAuth 2.0 authorization code flow, but I will just show you how I achieve this using Plantuml. All right. So the first thing is we will delete this, and first is heading, right? OAuth 2.0 authorization code flow. So for that, we'll use title, right? Copy this. And the preview would come in this section of the page, right? So we have got the title now. Next is something called as actor. So when I write actor Aniket, see this this image has come up, right? So we will enhance this as well, but for starters, let's keep it simple, actor Aniket. Then we have something called participant. And so if we go here, client, authorization server, resource server. So client, participant, right? So you have now client has appeared. Likewise, just copy this, authorization server, authorization server has appeared, and likewise resource server, right? Now if you see, I haven't given any space between authorization and server and resource and server, but if you look at our final diagram, you see how it is written, node.js hyphen authorization server in brackets AS. So if I try to write exactly this, let's see if it works or not. So node.js hyphen authorization server AS. AS is the short form for authorization server. See, we are getting an error. The reason we are getting error is we have to enclose this within double quotes. Now it will work. See, now it has worked. Likewise, we'll change for resource server as well. So node.js resource server, right? Node.js hyphen resource server, which is nothing but RS, right? So we have got this now. We have got, and also we'll change the name of resource owner. Like right now, what I put, I've just put Aniket. So I'll make it Aniket hyphen resource owner as RO. So it would error out first, right? Because we need to enclose this within double quotes, right? Yeah. Now let's see what else we need to include. All right, let's start. You see, we have some color coding as well, right? Green, resource owner is green, then client is blue, and then some other colors as well, right? So how you can include the color coding? So you have to give this, right? This is the code for the color, right? So I have to just put this here. It will update. See, it has updated. So we can either give the hex color code if you want to color it exactly the way you want, or we can also give, so it takes some standard names as well. So let's copy this and maybe give it as red. See, it changed into red. For now, let's keep it what we had previously. All right. So it's green. For client, I had some other color. For client, I had this. And likewise for our other participant as well. So if you see, the colors have changed. Now if you see, the font is the text is black and it is not clearly visible, so we can change the text color as well, right? See, using this style. So what it says, participants would have font color is white, font size is 14, and font style is bold, right? So if we copy and paste it here, right? See, it is updated. It has become white and it has also become bold, right? Now, what else? Okay, there are a few more things here. We'll come to it in a bit. Now, let's start creating the sequence, right? So, if you see, ideally how it will work is, if you want to create an arrow from a Niket resource owner to client, so how would you write it? Right? You would copy this. First, let's keep it simple. What I'll do, I will remove everything from here, make it just Aniket. Okay. Now, yeah, this is Aniket, this is client. Let me add a path from Aniket to, how do I add it? Like this, to client. As soon as you see, you will see arrow got created and you can write whatever you want. So what I have here is logs in and clicks the call to action. This is just for demo, you can write anything, but this is for my particular sequence diagram. So I'll write same. Maybe I'll copy it just to save some time, right? So let's go back. Okay, I want to show something. Logs in and clicks call to action, right? So yeah, logs in and clicks call to action. Now if you see, this text has become very long in a single line. It's looking a bit odd, right? So what you can do, if you want to break the line, you can just put /n, right? Logs in and click. So rather than this, let's put it somewhere here. All right. Yeah, logs in and clicks call to action. Now, as I said, right, initially I had some other name here. Right now it's just Aniket, right? So Aniket to client, it's pretty straightforward. You write Aniket to client, right? But what if I put it back to this whole string, right? So I have to write this here. At the same time, I have to mention it here as well, right? Yeah, so it's the same thing, right? From Aniket resource owner arrow to client. Now next is from client to Node.js, right? And what is the text? Redirects arrow over browser to authorization endpoint. So we'll copy this. /n is already here. The line break is already here. Redirects arrow over browser to authorization endpoint, right? All right. Okay, now I will copy a few more things. So So what's next in the image? From here, if you see, we have done till this point, redirects arrow over browser to authorization endpoint, and then if you see, there is an arrow from authorization server to authorization server itself, sort of a self arrow. How do we achieve this? We will copy authorization server, this whole string, and then put an arrow like this, and then again, see, you got this arrow to itself, right? From authorization server to authorization server. And what is the text? Let's copy this text. So text has also appeared. Now, if you see, we have to write this whole string, right? Whole long messy string every time we want to use it in our use it in these lines, right? So node.js hyphen authorization server AS, then again here node.js hyphen authorization server AS, then again the whole string, right? So this is sort of messy. So what we can do is we can create aliases for each of our actor and participant. So it is like this: as you have to use this word as, and then whatever alias you want to give. So for resource owner, I'll give arrow. Okay. Client is anyways a single string, so let's leave that. For authorization server, I'll give as AS. AS stands for authorization server. And for resource server, I'll give as RS. All right. Now you might see something weird happening here, but it will sort itself out once we use these aliases. So what we'll do, we'll replace this whole string with the alias. Okay. So we'll write here arrow. Okay. Fine. And then here, what is the alias for this? It's AS, right? And alias for this is again AS. And for this as well, AS as in authorization server. So if you see the diagram, it should correct itself, right? So it's the same diagram now. The flow is the same flow. It's just that it is not easy to write, right? We don't have to repeat this whole string every time we want to write. All right. So what's after this? Let's go back to our notepad. Okay, now if you go to the image, you would see after this, there's this step, right? AS shows login page, and the pointer points from AS authorization server to resource owner. But if you see, this is a dotted line, right? This line is a dotted line. So how do we achieve a dotted line? So for that, we have to, let me write that rather. AS, from AS to resource owner, right? So from AS, we have to give 2 hyphens and then this arrow and then arrow. See, this dotted line has been created. So let's copy the text from here. Now let's copy whole text. Like I don't think anything we need to understand anything more. It's just yeah, let's copy till this point, and I'll explain one more point after this. Okay, so let's copy till this point. Okay, paste it. Right, so this looks fine. Now if we go back to the image, you would see there is a for client as well. Now there is one arrow which originates from client and ends in client as well, right? So how would we achieve this? Is go here, right? So how we should write it, right? So we'll write it like this: client to client, right? Let's see what happens. So, but this is not how we want, right? It's coming from this side, right? We want it from this side rather, from this side like this, right? So how do we achieve that? We just reverse this from here. Instead of this, keep it like this, right? So it is appeared like this now from the left side. So let's copy all these things. Now I don't think anything else needs to be explained here. We have understood everything as far as this flow is concerned. So let's copy till the end, including this line. Okay. I think we have I removed this as well. We have to put this ending tag as well. Okay, now let's see, we will do few more tweaks in this. So this is complete now. Now what else is remaining? Let's go back to this. Okay, if you see in the image, all these texts are center aligned, right? All these texts are center aligned. So you can align this as well, but in our this one it's all left aligned, right? If you see, all these texts are left aligned. So how do we do that? How do we center align? We include this line. Let's go here. Is it above style, after style? So all these will get center aligned. See, everything got center aligned, right? It looks much better now. Likewise, you can just try, if I put right here, it should get right aligned, right? Let's see. Yeah, everything got right aligned. And then we can, let's go keep it as center aligned. Yeah, it's all center aligned now. Then you can, if you want, you can play around, right? You can change the font color or whatever you want. And before I tell you one more thing, let's verify that we have included everything. Yeah, I think we have included everything. Yeah, that's it as far as tutorial is concerned. So there are many more things which you can do with, which you can create using Plantuml in your sequence diagram. But yeah, this is basic. These are some basic steps which you can take to create sequence diagrams using Plantuml, right? You can also save it, like, click on PNG here, and then you can save the image, right? So I'll not save it as of now, but you can save it in PNG format or SVG, or I don't know what ASCII is. I mean ASCII I know, but I don't know what does it do when I click on that. So it doesn't matter. I think PNG would suffice for us, right? So that's it. Okay, what I wanted to show you was, if we go on the home page, let's see. Okay, so if you getting started. Yeah, so if you navigate to this, right, home page, and then to sequence diagram, there are other options as well, but if you go to sequence diagram, you will see all the all sort of things which you can try here, right? Everything is given here. You can just have a look, go through it, and see what works for you. All right, so yeah, that's all, a short tutorial to understand how to create sequence diagram using Plantuml. All right, thanks.